Hi everyone, it's Marieta. Happy Friday. Today I'm going to talk about very briefly how you start a business in the US, successful business, and get a business visa without breaking the bank. And I do want to ask you some questions. If you guys have any questions, you can post them below because this is live Q&A. After the live Q&A, I do want to invite you to continue learn this topic. There is a link above or below this video where you can register for the upcoming webinar that's going to start in less than 2 hours. And on that webinar, I will cover exactly how you go from the idea to successful business. And also I'm going to give away free Q&A, which is the bonus. And on top of that, we are going to give away $500 off from the upcoming program, the American Dream Accelerator, for those who join today's webinar. So how do you actually go from idea to a business without breaking the bank? This is very frequently asked questions that, I get through emails or messages from you guys. You guys are asking, how do I start a business if I don't have any money or if I don't have enough money? First of all, you have to understand that there are several ways you can make this happen, okay? There is not just one way. And that is very important to understand. What's very important to know is that you have to be determined to make it happen, because if you don't lack determination, if you just think that it's easy process, especially if you don't have funds, then it's not gonna work for you. On the other hand, if you're someone who is able to invest 100K or maybe $500,000, then I would even advise you to consider a green card right away. So you don't necessarily need a business visa. Business visa is for people who cannot afford to actually invest $500,000 or $1 million, because in that case, they need to go lower. They invest less than that. And after they're able to scale the business, grow the business, then they can upgrade to a green card, right? And one of the green card categories can be either EB1, EB2, National Interest Waiver, or EB5. But if you don't have the funds to, for example, get EB5, then you don't have a choice. The only choice is to start small. And if you want to start small, I'm going to describe how exactly I did it, actually how I started with $700 in my pocket 11 years ago, and how I actually created successful business, and how actually I helped other entrepreneurs to do the same. Now, you don't have to break the bank. I like to say you don't have to break the bank if you want to be successful, okay? If you want to be successful business owner or entrepreneur in the United States, you can start small. And again, I'm going to describe the process in the upcoming webinar, but let me give you an example. To start small means you can incorporate the business even though you are not currently in the United States, okay? You don't have to be in the United States to start small. And again, that is something that I've done myself. That is exactly how I started small, because back in 2010, it was right after I passed the bar exam and I became a licensed attorney, and I had to leave the country because I didn't have a work visa and I couldn't actually run my business in the United States. So I actually left the country, started my own company, right? I incorporated my company and I started to offer my services pretty much online, and I started without any capital. So if your excuse is that you don't have any money, that you cannot start because you don't have any capital, that is absolutely just an excuse. And it's really up to you if you're going to overcome that excuse, or if you seriously just going to stay home and you're going to be stuck there and you're just going to complain and you're going to find all the excuses why you cannot make it happen. So the entire process, sort of the roadmap, I will teach in today's webinar. It's a live class. It's free live class that is happening in less than 2 hours. I posted the link about this video so you guys can register. And if you're going to watch me on YouTube, it's going to be below this video, and you can see and actually learn the entire process, how you go from the idea to business and how you start small. Because the number one excuse why people actually don't even start is they think that they need to have the money, they need to have the funds, especially when it comes to like E2 visa or L1 visa. Well, L1 is slightly different story, but with E2, even if you're not a business owner who is currently running a business making money. You can still start small, especially if you have a great idea. And what do I mean by that is that you actually validated the idea with your market and you know exactly what is your why and who you want to serve, because that's another problem. You know, people have ideas, but they are not sure which idea to pursue, especially if they want to get the visa, work visa, business visa, or E2 visa, or eventually a green card, right? So they don't know. Like they, ask me, what do you think? What business should I start? Because my goal is to just get the business visa, the work visa. And my answer to that is you should start with the business model or pursue the idea, first of all, that you are passionate about. Second of all, the one that you actually validated with the market, because otherwise you're not going to succeed. If you ask me what you should do, I cannot actually answer that question for you without the data, the actual raw data that you collect from the market. Second, if you are not passionate about it, you're not going to succeed. There's no way. If you know me, if you guys watch my videos, I've been doing videos for free for over 3 years. Trust me, if I wasn't passionate about this, there's no way on earth I would do this, because you're not paying me for, giving you this free information. The way I make my money is that actually people work with me, but people work with me, they sign up and they work with me because they trust me, they like me, because they see my videos and they know that I can deliver. And they already know so much, they learn so much from me by providing free value. But that would not be possible to build all this platform, for example, my YouTube channel with over 320 videos, if I wasn't passionate about it. So if you ask me what you should do, I tell you what you should do. You have to find something that you're passionate about it. Your business idea must be something you like. You want to pursue that. And you want to devote at least 5 years of your life or even more. Sometimes it takes 10 years to succeed, When I first started, it took me actually a year and a half to generate some money. Like I was working for free for a year and a half. It was hard. So if you are just starting out, if you are aspiring entrepreneur, keep that in mind that it's going to take some time. And if your excuse is that you don't have the money, then it's just really an excuse, because I didn't have the money when I started. When I started, actually really back in 2007, I had $700 in my pocket and I had my American dream in my head. That was it. Okay? And so you have to understand, like, you are the one who's going to decide your future, not the money in the bank right now. Because if you really want something, you're going to find a way. And you're going to find the money if you really want to make it happen. Okay? So guys, the webinar link is about this video. It's starting in hour and a half, actually less than 2 hours. You can register now. It's free class, live class with me. At the end, I'm going to give a live Q&A option so you can ask questions, additional questions that are related to the webinar topic. And on top of that, I will give away a coupon, $500 off, because this is a coupon for the upcoming program, the American Dream Accelerator. So people who actually join the webinar will have access to the link, and then they can get the coupon, and then later they can apply it if they want to actually participate in the upcoming program, the American Dream Accelerator, that we are launching in 2-3 weeks. Okay, let me see your question, guys, and I'm going to wrap up. And by the way, happy Friday, everyone. Nice to see you, Tony. Iksan, please send me details on this email. No, I'm sorry, I don't send any details, okay? There's so many people who are asking for details. If you want something, you can join the webinar. It's a free live class. The link is above. If you are interested, seriously interested, you join the webinar. If you're not, I'm not going to send any information to any email that you are posting. There's so many people who want my help and I just don't have time to send out information. If you want something, you join the free webinar. It's for people to join, so there's nothing else I can say. Hi Kosim, good to see you. Dear, see comments or reply to all what is want everyone. I don't know what that means, Mohammed. I have money and I want to visit. How is that possible? Well, then definitely you should join the webinar, because the webinar is definitely a great fit for you. If you have the money, even better, you got the money, you're good to go. So you can join the webinar. The link is about this video or below. and you can see the link and just click on the link and register. Mohammed. I want visa to US because I have money. I believe you and I trust you. Thank you. I appreciate it. How much is the visa? I mean, it depends, honestly. There are different visa categories, whether it's either E2 or L or even a green card. You can jump to a green card if you are able to invest $500,000. For E2 is a substantial amount of capital. It really depends between 50 or maybe 80 or 100K and up. In cases that you are not from a treaty country and you want to apply, but you already run a business in your home country, then it's L visa and it's actually less than that. So it really depends. Now, even if you don't have the money, you can start small. In fact, the program I'm working on, the American Dream Accelerator, is exactly for people who don't have money, or especially people who have less than $30,000, a substantial amount of investment they want to invest into their company, or people who don't have money at all, because I will teach you how you can get the money, how to combine different sources, etc. So if the excuse again is the money, really guys, you don't have any excuse, because the program itself is going to be affordable, and especially if you combine the value you're getting in the program, it's going to transform your business and your life. And I will give the link to that program of the webinar and also the coupon. I'm waiting for your response. I don't know what it means that you are waiting for my response. Said. I mean the visa for work or business and job visa without problems, because I'm always... Yeah, sure, I understand you, Mohammed. It depends if you want to work one-on-one with me. I charge obviously more than the Accelerator program. The Accelerator program, the price will be announced in probably 2 weeks. We are going to do the pre-sale. So you should definitely join the webinar and also get your name on the list, because you will be notified. And if you want to work one-on-one with me, you can email the office at ImmigrationBiz.com. So, or even just go to my website, ImmigrationBiz.com, and you can just send a message and we will reply to you. If you want to work one-on-one with me, we will send you application you need to fill out. And if you are a good fit for working with us, then definitely we can start the process for you. My success rate is 98%. And I appreciate that you trust me. I hope you do, because obviously that's the goal. Tony. Yeah, I think he replied to you. Tony is working with me, by the way, so he replied to you. So yeah, just join the webinar, Mohammed, and again, you can first join the webinar. I believe that the webinar is a good fit for you. Okay, guys, so thank you for tuning in. I know you have many questions, actually. T4. Atar, can you please discuss T4? I focus on E2 visas and L. I help these entrepreneurs from various countries. Mainly I do E2s, and then I help to grow and scale the business. And once they grow and scale the business, we apply for a green card. So I do the entire process for entrepreneurs. So this is actually my niche, my specialty. I don't necessarily focus on different visa types. I have experience 10 years. I'm living in Oman. Cool. I'm Canadian. How do I get the work permit? Like I said, I don't necessarily do a tower. I don't necessarily do work permits, like work permits. What I do entrepreneur visas, and I do the startup visas, and I do the business visas. So if you are looking for a way to get a work permit, then I would probably suggest to discuss with the immigration lawyer who is focusing on the work visas. If you want to start a business, then perfect, the webinar is for you. But if you're looking for a sponsorship, or maybe you're looking for an employer, then probably I'm not a good fit for you, because I do work with entrepreneurs only and business owners. That's my niche. That's something that I do. My focus, my energy is focused there. So like I said, I would even Google some information. In fact, I've done probably videos on this topic, TN visas, in the past. So you can go to my YouTube channel and search that video if you need more free information. But then I don't do those visas anymore. Okay, cool. So nice to see you, everybody. Like I said, Mohammed, you can contact us at office@immigrationbiz.com, but definitely join the webinar. The link is above or below if you're watching on YouTube. And I'll see you on the webinar in 1 hour or one and a half, something like that. Qasim, last question, and I'm gonna go. Marieta, one will not need just money, need guts like you have had that time. I mean, you still have. Yeah, I agree with you, Qasim, 100%. Money is not everything. You have to have the guts. You have to have the, let me put it this way, the persistence. You have to be very, very persistent if you want to be successful in general in life, but especially in the US, because you're going to different country. You have to overcome so many challenges as an immigrant, you know, because you were not born and raised in that country. And so I 100% agree with Qasim. And actually, part of that, what I teach in the Accelerator is also the mindset. Because if you don't have the right mindset, you're not going to succeed, even if you have some money. Like there are cases that people actually apply for E2 visa, and then once they get the visa, you know, they actually failed because they were not able to extend the visa, or they were not able to grow the business. And that is actually a reflection of their mindset. So if you don't have the proper mindset, then nobody can help you. And that's why I actually really focus on teaching you guys how you have the right mindset, because that is something that I actually had to self-taught. I'm self-taught, so I taught myself how to have the proper mindset to be able to sustain the pressure over a long period of time. By the way, being entrepreneur is the same definition: sustain the pressure and pain over a long period of time. And so if you are someone who is starting a business, you just have to have the right mindset no matter what. And if you are already existing business owner or entrepreneur, you already know that. So exactly like Qasim said, just because you have the money doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be successful, because you have to have the mindset. If something goes wrong, you have to fix it. If something isn't working, you have to find the reason why is it not working, etc. So you have to really be creative, you have to really be resourceful, but that comes from the right mindset. And if you fail once, it's okay. You can fail like 1,000 times as long as you're going to get up and go, right? If you never quit, you're good to go. At some point, you're going to succeed. But if you just quit, first time when you fail, like you're never going to get to your destination, because it's a journey. Like in general in life, it's a journey. But like when you go to US and you're starting your own business, you're in a new country, you're overcoming so many challenges. So if you don't have the right foundation, which is the mindset, there is no way you can succeed. And I'm glad that you pointed out, Qasim, because that is like so true. Joy Deep is asking how much money needed to get American visa. It depends on what visa you're looking for. If you're looking for E2 visa, I would say between 50, 100K. If you're looking for L visa, it's less than that. If you're looking for a green card through investment, $500,000. It really depends. It's relative. You should join the webinar again. The link is above or below, and then you can understand. Okay, Mohammed, I will send you a link where you can schedule the call, the consultation. It's a paid consultation though, and we can take it from there, okay? Let's see, some more questions here. My brother applied for me 2007 for immigration. Can you please tell me how long it takes? Oh, like your brother is sponsoring you? 10 years, by the way. It's a long time, like sponsorship through family members who is not the direct relative, meaning like it's not the first preference category, like your spouse, for example, it's the first preference category. Your brother, it's like it's going to be about 10 years. I want to settle down in America. Can you suggest me which way should I apply? Yes, definitely. The webinar is going to suggest everything, the roadmap, and it's going to be 90 minutes long, actually 60 to 90 minutes. Hopefully this time it's going to be 60. Last time I did a webinar, it was over 2 hours long. Today I'm planning 1 hour long webinar, and the webinar starts Joydeep in hour and a half or hour and 15 minutes, and you can join the webinar. You can register. The link is about this video. And if you are watching on YouTube, it's going to be below. Okay, guys, so I'm going to wrap up. Very nice to see you. Thank you for tuning in. Have a happy Friday, and I'll see you on the webinar in 1 hour. So stay tuned, register, and I'll see you there. Have a great day. Bye.